Hey guys, it is week 10 of Super Rugby Aotearoa. It is the Hurricanes versus the Highlanders this weekend, in a weekend that's basically a dead rubber for New Zealand rugby. But it's still going to be an interesting weekend. If you do look at the teams, the Hurricanes and the Highlanders, both of them are on the up. Both of them are actually playing good rugby at this stage. Just a quick side note, if you do hear any sounds in the background, that is my 8-month-old puppy playing outside with a bottle, but what can you do? He's going to play with it anyway. So, guys, the Highlanders, they have good form of 3 out of 7. Most of their wins coming in the latter stages of the season, and then a couple of close losses as well. They beat the Blues last time out by 3 points, and then last week they were on a bye. The Hurricanes, unfortunately, their season does not read that well, being 1 from 7. They lost by 2 to the Chiefs last time out. And they only won one game, and that was the one game that they played against the Highlanders previously this year, away from home by 11 points. So going on that, the Hurricanes probably have a bit of a something to brag about in this game. Both teams, like I said, are on the up. Both do play very attractive rugby as well. Both of them, I actually think, will do a bit better in the Trans-Tasman as well. The home team usually wins between these two sides, like you can see here. Only 2 of the last 10 games haven't went in the home team's favor. So, going into the two sides, there's only 2 changes for both teams. De Groot comes in at number 1, or De Groot comes in at number 1. He's going to face a big scrum battle up against Tyrell Lomax, who's been scrumming well. But De Groot, he's been doing really well. I thought off of the bench, he's been doing a brilliant job for the Highlanders. A youngster to really look out for. Tokolai, also a brilliant job so far. He's up against Numia. I think the Highlanders probably have a bit of a better scrum here. Dixon and Coles, a big battle at the hooker here. 2 veterans of the game in New Zealand rugby. Can't wait to see this battle. Both of them being captains in their own right for their teams. Evans, the veteran for the Highlanders, he's been in good form as well. Dixon also contributing to the Highlanders movement. Blackwell, he had a good game last week. Very good try he scored there. Scrafton also in good form for the Hurricanes as well. Then we get to the loose forwards. Shannon Frizzell versus Princep. Frizzell, we know what he can do in the start of the season. Very good season, but probably faded out a little bit more. Still good form though. Billy Harmon, he's also kind of announced his name a little bit more while playing at the Highlanders now this season. Karifi, he's been playing well for the Hurricanes as well. Both of them will be competing at breakdown time. I hear my dog is very busy outside at this stage. Flanders, he's at number 8 up against Himeno. Himeno, what a big guy that is. I would not want to tackle him. He literally looks like a Dwayne Vermeulen, a Japanese version of him. So if he gets the ball, you do not want to tackle him. He is a big bloke. Aaron Smith at number 9 up against Campbell. It is a big veteran of the game up against a youngster who's been playing pretty well for the Hurricanes, but he has a tough task playing against the veteran because Aaron Smith is in brilliant form so far. Mitch Hunt, he's been carrying himself pretty well at number 10 this season. He had that one off game, but other than that, really good form, especially if he gets front foot ball, then he really is a dangerous player. Up against Ruben Love, who the youngster, he's been holding his own. Last time out, he played against Muhunga, kind of struggled a bit more. Scott Gregory, a guy that I've been surprised with in the midfield. He's actually a winger playing at 12 now. Big guy to run at for Laumape. Laumape might want to run at him at a little bit of more of an angle. Laumape, he hasn't been what he was in the previous seasons though. Tompkinson at number 13 up against Proctor. I've been making the case for Peter Umaga Jensen to start at number 13 the whole season. In a couple of starts he didn't do much. Billy Proctor, every time coming off of the bench, doing something. Last week he did, last time out he did the same thing. Sam Gilbert, he comes in at number 14. Julian Savia, he finds himself back in the side again for the Hurricanes, so he'll be pretty happy to be back in the side. Nareki, the meter-making machine. Rayasi, he's been more quiet later on in the season. Hopefully we see more of him in the Trans-Tasman. Josh Ioane, that dual playmakership of the Highlanders, working well for them with him at number 15, finding good spaces with his kicks, just like Mitch Hunt. He has a dangerous boot. Josh Ioane, he's there to kick most of their conversions because for some reason Hunt, later on in the season, he starts struggling with that. Jordy Barrett, doing everything for the Hurricanes. If he has a good game, they win everything. But I have to question it. Shouldn't this maybe have been a game where they should have rested him? I mean, he's been playing every game full out, 80 minutes. So I would have probably arrested a guy that's this important. This guy is just racking up the minutes every single week. Getting to the two benches, there's a couple of changes as well. Number 16 is Aumua versus Coltman. Aumua coming back from his injury, coming back where he left off. Good form. Armstrong and Johnston, both good props there. Fidau, Honek, he's been impressive off of the bench as well. Walker Lawere and Selby Rickett at number 19. Iose and Renton at number 20. Roygard and Hamilton at number 21. Hamilton having another chance to prove himself there. Peter Omanga Jensen, he finds himself on the bench again this week at number 22. Wants to prove himself again. Like I said, he can't really make a case for himself with Proctor playing like he is. Collins at number 22. Lentjes at number 23. Another loose forward for the Highlanders there. So they also go with a 6-2 split. And then the Hurricanes have Patafilo on the number 23 jersey there as well. Guys, this is a very tough one to call for a winner here. I see on SuperBru they are calling a win for the Hurricanes by 3 points. The Highlanders, I do favor them a little bit. I do think they're going to do quite well when it comes to the Trans-Tasman. They have a good team there as well. If Mitch Hunt does actually fire well, if he does play well, I do think they could sneak it in. The Hurricanes at home does scare me a bit though, but I don't know. I think the Highlanders could win this one by 3 points. Let me know your prediction down in the comments below. Also, check out these videos next to me. Hit the subscribe button if you do like the channel. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.